I kind of like thought that like the idea of like a DIY music scene was like dead. It's like last year I feel like there was this kind of rebirth of Western Mass. There's like a big community around it. It's not just like people getting fucked up to going to a basement show. There's this community of people who are all really into music, who either play in bands or just like bands and like music, and will just come out for shows, and it's kind of, honestly, it's a beautiful thing.
So I'm currently in Amherst. I took the bus here from Worcester, and it's gonna be another hour and a half until the next bus comes, which will take me to Holyoke, where I am going to see Cross of Disbelief, Posthumous Obsession, Fatal Realm. Yeah, it's the first day of filming. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. Like, I've never really done this before. It's gonna be a little weird just like going up to people and asking, hey, can I ask you some fucking questions? Like, you know, like, I don't really know what to expect.
Ah, shit. Fuck. Why does it go to the right? Like,
act like we're
a
little bit.
Yeah.
We gotta act like we're a band that likes each other for just a little bit. It's a few minutes.
You don't have to do that.
Alright.
You do not have to do that.
Hey, what's up?
How are we feeling?
Good. I'm nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous too.
Nervous?
Yeah.
So is this show like kind of a big deal for you guys?
Yeah, it's probably our most anticipated one.
Yeah, it's gonna be
How does the Hoff rank amongst like other Western Mass venues for you?
That's the best, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites probably.
Yeah, definitely the best, I feel like.
Have you noticed any major cultural differences or like differences in like the mosh etiquette and culture in other surrounding scenes compared to Western Mass, or is it all kind of the same?
Everyone here is younger.
Yeah,
It's just a lot more like, I just like, to be honest, it's like less aggressive than like shows out in Boston.
I think like everywhere you go, there's people who are really into moshing and people who aren't and like think it's problematic. And like there's definitely like, I think people that go too far with moshing, but I think Western Mass compared to like what I've heard from some Boston shows or like even like Providence, I feel like people are relatively like tame and kind of respectful of each other here, which is probably the best way to like keep moshing like, you know, what it is.
Are there any Western Mass bands right now making noise that you want to give a shout out?
Yeah, almost all of them. My personal favorite right now, I Have No Mouth.
If you could describe this scene, this music, in like a few simple words to someone who has had absolutely no exposure to it at all, what would you say?
Probably like Meathead.
It's fun. Yeah. Both of those things are true.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Meathead as like a compliment, as like, you know, you get to just kind of like go primal, you know.
You have to come into it knowing what you're getting into.
Yeah.
You can't just walk into it.
Definitely not for everyone, and not for the faint of heart, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So, I don't know, Central Mass right now, oh my fucking.
Just
Central
I'm not here.
Mass right now is kind of like in like a dead era, kind of. Like, I mean, Upton doesn't get booked at anymore. And then Worcester, there's not shit happening because the police close on every fucking show. Like, the bridge is gone, the Raven sucks. I don't remember what fucking else is like out there.
P&I?
P&I is dope. Ralph sucks.
Ralph sucks!
Sucks.
The outdoors is good. The
Outdoors is dope. But no, Central Mass used to be popping, but now there's also like no bands coming out. So, I don't know. I'm surprised Western Mass is getting as much stuff as it is. It's dope.
Yeah.
It was like a couple of years ago, West Mass didn't have shit. So,
I'm available anyways.
I don't know. Maybe Central Mass will have the comeback. It's gonna take like fucking 10 years though.
One of these days.
Maybe one of these days.
What was your favorite band so far?
My favorite band in this set, I'm gonna
Yes.
keep it so real with you. I don't know the names of any of them, but the one that just played was really good.
Fatal Realm.
Fatal Realm, I'm a huge fan of death metal, huge fan of brutal death metal, all that kind of shit. So, I don't know, I just like it because it's the genre I like.
loves death metal.
I love death metal so much.
After capturing the vibe of what a typical hardcore show in Western Mass looks like, I wanted to get a feel for a different side of the heavy music scene. So I went to a screamo show in someone's backyard. Would you like to introduce yourselves individually?
Okay, I'm Peter. I'm the guitarist.
I'm Anya. I'm one of the vocalists. I'm Brianna. I'm also a vocalist.
Two vocalists.
Talk to her. I'm sorry.
So for someone who has never heard of screamo or scrams before, what are just a few words that come to mind?
Emotion,
Yeah, definitely emotion, like emotional hardcore.
expression,
Yeah,
punk rock,
catharsis.
catharsis, yeah. Do you say cunt?
No, cunt too. Yeah. So I said like punk. Like, it's like
Oh, punk, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like cunt
Okay, but
too.
it's
Like,
like
it is
But
cunt. Like, it's
cunt.
like angry, but it's sad, but it's like
Would you say it's one of the gayer hardcore genres?
yes.
Yeah.
yeah, it's been like a good way.
Oh no, of
We
course,
used to get gayer.
of course.
Not that there's a bad thing.
Yeah, no. Do you have any favorite spots to play?
Bob's skate park has been fun. In Providence, really just playing any show in Providence is usually pretty
Providence
cool.
is the Providence Scrams is the truth.
Also, like, okay, playing Western Mass, like, it's cool. It's, like, really cool out here. It's, like, especially this show, like, it's kind of cool playing a show out in, like, the literal, like, middle of
Do you feel like you're an outlier in the Western Mass scene because of how unique your sound is compared to other bands?
I would say so.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think we're like the most unique thing of all time, but I don't think we necessarily fit in with anybody around here that extremely.
Definitely hardcore is kind of popping up right now, and I don't think we fit in that stack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't play epic breakdowns.
Yeah.
Would you say you still like find a scene in the you know, the screamo and emo like alternative kind of scene around here?
Yeah.
I mean, not yet, but I think it's gonna happen.
Those tend to be the bands that do really like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
People
gonna
from
say
those bands and those kind of. Yeah.
I think we kind of fall under the emo umbrella a little bit.
Oh yeah.
What are your influences off the top of your head?
Ampere.
Yeah.
Slint.
Polvo.
Mount Erie.
Unwound.
So, how long have you been hosting shows at your house?
We did the first one like a year ago, like last summer, and then that was kind of it. And then this summer, we were like, oh, we should have a bunch of shows at the house. So we've mostly been doing it since like the spring.
What bands tend to play the most often here? Like,
probably like, honestly, mostly DJs, just because that's like a lot of my friends are DJs. But I like to do a bunch of different stuff. I'm in a band called Big Destiny, and we had like an album release show here last month, which was like our biggest show. Punk bands like Blandis, and then there was like some DJs, and then we had a rapper, Muda, played. So yeah, we kind of just try to do everything.
do you host a lot of like hardcore or screamo shows, or is that like something you do less of?
Probably less of. We like to do like dance parties usually, but I like screamo a lot.
If there was one show I knew I couldn't miss, it was Western Mass Fallfest, a very large bill bringing together all corners of the DIY scene, including alternative rock, screamo, electronic music, and metalcore.
Can you tell that story one more time?
Last time I played at the tank, they fired the sound guy for not wearing a wristband.
He was like, they're like, we don't know you're older 21. He had this big, long, gray beard.
It's like saying Gandalf is underage.
My name is Sam. I play guitar.
My name's Isaac. I play guitar.
My name is Tamor. I play drums.
My name is May. I'm the vocalist.
My name is Billy and I play bass.
For me, I was really into Darkest Hour, which is what got me into metalcore, and I was always into kind of like Chelsea Grin and whatnot.
In like the summer of like 2023, Sam and I would be like, I wish there was a scene around here. we didn't know. We live in like Greenfield, and there's occasional stuff.
It was kind of really before like the new boom kind of happened, oddly.
Yeah.
Like it's weird to say, like all this really started like here again in like the span of like the last year. Like all the bands that are playing here today really kind of, I feel like, didn't exist 2 years ago even, really, maybe. Huge shout out to Dish Pit.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even be here right now if it wasn't for them. They really kind of took us under their wing in a way and actually got us like into the scene and into shows.
Yeah.
They're just like great fucking guys. Like really nice.
What would you say kind of originally got you into this music and this culture and this scene?
I didn't have friends in my high school, so I started going to shows.
At least when I was in high school, I just kind of found out about it, and I was like, I'm too scared. Like, no one invites me to parties, so I'll just do this. But then, at least in college, I kind of just started dating this guy, and then I was like, oh, he's in a band. So then I would see the shows, and then we broke up, but I still go to shows.
Nice.
I really wanted to play live music, and I really loved seeing live music, so.
I've been in the hardcore scene for less than a year, and oh, it's a lot of fun.
We're all brothers and sisters here, and like obviously there are personal differences. Everyone can't get along, but we all have one thing in common, and I think that's what's beautiful about it.
The only other thing I'll say on that is crowd kill your friends.
Yes.
Crowd kill your friends.
Strangers too, and people you don't like.
Okay.
Crowd kill your bandmates is what I say.
Okay, that too.
Yes.
Always make sure to double check the vibe. Don't go for that random person who looks scared. Don't go for like the person who like got touched once and is already like super pissed off.
Yeah.
Like
You normally film shows, right?
Yes, I do.
Is this your first time hosting a show?
Yeah.
And how do you feel it's going? Are you happy with the turnout?
Yeah, I'm really fucking happy, like beyond like words can't even explain it, honestly.
How long have you been doing what you do in the scene, filming shows, you know, going to
I've
shows?
been doing it for filming shows for almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years, you said?
Yeah. There's a scene out in Yukon where it's a bunch of house shows, and I was at this one house venue called the Funk House, God rest his soul, and I was at one of the shows one day, and I was just like filming like stuff throughout the night, and I had like a bunch of leftover footage around, and I was like, fuck it, why not? Currently, I'm settled with this camera right now, a Sony FDR AX33. Got it on eBay. Does fucking wonders for me, real shit. Yo, shout out to all my friends in the scene. Shout out to the guys in Scud. Shout out to the guys in Showgirl. Shout out to my boy Fabrizio. Shout out to my boy Buckland who got me in the scene. Yo, Miles is cracking. Yo, shout out to Miles too.
Zombied out, still out here.
Every vendor, absolutely incredible. Just an overall triumph of the scene right here. Incredible. Thank you. Happy early Halloween as well. We've got 2 Art the Clowns, a horse for a drummer.
If there's anything to be said about this experience, this documentary, and this scene as a whole, it's that this kind of excitement for and engagement with underground music doesn't last forever. Scenes come and go, people move on, and a new generation eventually steps in. And each time it happens, there is so much to be documented, to learn about, to experience and share with others.
Yeah, I feel like I'm very fortunate to live in Western Mass because I feel like there's a ton of music out here, a ton of artists, you know, all sorts of stuff. You know, it's a good place to be. So I'm glad I could at least record around here and stuff.
It takes a community of people, all contributing in their own way, to keep it alive. And right now, for however long it may last, Western Mass stands as a shining example of what sits at the heart of DIY. Passion.
Good stuff. God bless Western Mass.
God bless it.
Hell yeah.